Hi everyone, welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. I'm Ruth Norton. I have so much to talk to you guys about today. There is a lot going on this week. A lot going on this month actually. So starting yesterday, the giant year-end closeout began, and that is basically the retired list from our August to December mini catalog. There is tons of stuff on here. A lot of stuff is discounted up to 50% off. So there is lots of really great stuff to get some amazing deals on. Also yesterday our clearance rack was updated, and I know that a lot of stuff from the clearance rack has sold out, but a lot of the year-end closeout stuff is still available. So if there's stuff in the holiday catalog that you love and you just haven't had a chance to get, this is the time to get it. You might want to check out my blog post, and I think that there's a link in the video description to this actual blog post which has this list. Otherwise you can just head to my online store and shop the sale that way too. You can actually see visual items of what is exactly is in the sale, how much it's discounted, all of that. But it is such an amazing deal. So make sure you check out the year-end closeout. Items are only available while supplies last, so if there's something you want and it's discounted, don't wait to get it. Items will sell out, so make sure that you shop the year-end sale. Let me move that out of the way before we make a mess. All right, I am shipping and getting ready to deliver those that are local to me. I'm doing some porch drop-offs next week. The mini catalog and the celebration catalog. If you are in the United States and you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to get you a copy of each of these catalogs. Just give me send me a message, let me know. I'd love to get it to you. If you are local and you haven't reached out to me yet, make sure you reach out to me, because I'm making a list. I'm doing some porch drop-offs on Monday. And I'd love to just leave you a little gift on your porch with the catalog. So if you're in the Albuquerque area, let me know. I'd love to get you some catalogs. And if you want to purchase that starter kit, if your wish list is really long, you want to purchase that starter kit, you can add anything in the mini catalog to your starter kit. The starter kit is always an amazing deal. You get to choose $125 in product. You only pay $99. There's zero obligation to sell or do classes or buy. You can just enjoy a little discount for yourself for a while. And then of course Celebration is coming in January. All right, I do have a link to my product shares in the video description. I have a designer series paper sale share, and then a designer series paper product share, and then a ribbon product share this time too. So if you want a part of either of those, make sure you head to that blog post and get all the details on the ribbon and the DSP product shares, and you can RSVP for that now. I'm also offering gift certificates this month. If you need a gift certificate, if you're doing some last minute Christmas shopping for somebody, or you want to hint to somebody that you need a gift certificate, you can message me. I can get those out immediately. And just know that those gift certificates can only be redeemed through me, so they do have to shop through me. All right, tomorrow, you guys, I have these are the final notices for these things. Paper Pumpkin, the last day to subscribe for the December Paper Pumpkin is tomorrow, is December 10th. If you're not subscribed by tomorrow, you are not going to get the December Paper Pumpkin. You need to just subscribe by the 10th, and it's going to be so cute. I've upped my subscriptions this month. I cannot wait for this. This kit. I am so excited about this kit. All right, I have 2 classes. The last day to RSVP for either of these classes is Sunday. I think it's Sunday. It's either Saturday or Sunday. All of that's in the video description. I have an Ornate Garden Stamp Stack. You're going to make 6 beautiful cards featuring, featuring the Ornate Garden. I have some DSP ready to go here for featuring the Ornate Garden DSP. You're also going to get a selection of DSP. You're going to get half a package of that Ornate Garden DSP in your kit, so make sure you get that class too. It's amazing. And then my card crate, that ends on this weekend too. You can RSVP for that class too. This features the Arrange a Wreath bundle, and those cards are amazing too. Details for both of those classes are in the video description. Check that out. All orders this month, if your order is over $50, I'm sending you a free 6x6 stack of some of our Celebration DSPs. These are 2 of the new Celebration DSP packs that are going to be in the Celebration catalog. And I'm sending you a stack of 10 sheets for free when your order is $50 or more and you use the host code. You absolutely have to use the host code to get the DSP for free. So when you shop that year-end closeout sale, make sure you use this DSP. Or you use this host code. Lord help me, you guys. Words are hard. My husband took my son to the dentist, and I know they're going to walk in during this live, and the dog's going to go crazy. So I'm trying to keep the dog kind of corralled. My daughter is Zooming with her friends right now, so she can't help. Not that she's great at keeping the dog corralled anyway, but so it may just end up being a madhouse, you guys. We'll just have to work with it. The dog is staying close to me because 2 of the 4 of us are gone, so he knows that he needs to be close and protective. Yeah, he's a 12-pound dog, you guys. He's not a big dog. All right, this is what we're he thinks he's a big dog though. That's where I was going with that. He thinks he's giant, but he's like a 10-pound dog, 10 to 12 pounds. Anyway, this is what we're making today. This beautiful, super cute little snowman card. We're using the Snowman Season stamp set for this one. And so it looks like a regular card, but when you open it up, there's a little hidden box inside for some hot cocoa. Isn't that cute? Now, this is like the fancy hot cocoa. This is what I say. This is what French vanilla hot cocoa is. So yummy. This is the fancy kind. But I do have just a packet of the regular Swiss Miss, and that fits in there as well. So whatever hot cocoa you have, I think that any packets will fit in here. I think this is pretty standard. You know, there's like a matte one here. This is not my favorite, but I think I'll let it. Now the fancy ones, you do have to kind of fold the top down, but they fit in there. They fit nicely. Isn't that cute? So we're going to make this. It's just a cute little box. This won't fit in a regular envelope. You won't be able to mail this. You probably have to put this in a little, in like a bubble envelope or something if you wanted to mail it. But I think this would be just a really cute little handout, or just a cute card if you're hand delivering some cards. This is so cute. And just something a little fun and unique, you know. It's like a little book. It's so cute. Okay, so let's get to making it. We're going to actually just make the card part first. We're making this part first, and then we'll work on the actual card box. Oh, you know what? Well, I need to find my notes. Here. I thought I was so prepared. Yeah, we're not going to know any measurements if I don't find my notes. Let me, sorry guys. I know that, I thought I was so prepared. Let me pull out my notes from under here. Okay, I got them. We're ready to go. That's so funny. About an hour ago, I thought, I need to get my notes out so I know what I'm doing. And then, obviously, I got distracted with something else. But okay, we have a piece of black, basic black, and let's see. I cut these yesterday, so, you know, I have no measurements in my head right now. This is 3 3/4 by 5. So that is our back piece. I have a piece of the Artistry Blooms DSP. Now, this isn't a DSP that you would normally grab for a Christmas card, but I love it. And this is just a 1/4 inch small, so 3.5 by 4 3/4. I love it. And there's so many different patterns in here that you could use for a snowman. They have lots of blue patterns and stuff. Okay, scraps. I just have scraps of white for our stamping. I have some scraps of soft suede and black for our punching. And then I've already pre-punched this one. This is from the Label Me Lovely. I've pre-punched that out of Seaside spray. And then this is a label from the Tasteful Textures or Tasteful Labels dies. It's this one right here. And I have actually, I've die cut it, and then I've cut it in half, and I used half for this card and half for this card. So, and that's in Rich Razzleberry. Okay, so let's start with our stamping. So let's pull out my stamps. Let me figure out what we're doing. We're going to stamp the snowman. Let me show you the stamps that we're using. I mentioned it before. This is Snowman Season. This is in the annual catalog. So if you're looking in the holiday catalog, it's not in there. It's in the annual catalog. And so is the punch. So you'll find these in the annual catalog. So we're going to stamp the snowman with our memento. Let's see. And I'm going to stamp him down here. We are only punching him out. I'll get the punch out in a minute. So we can stamp him kind of closer to the edge down there. We don't need any more of the memento. So I'm going to put that away before I make a mess. I do have some blends. So I have dark pumpkin pie, and we're going to just color his nose in some dark pumpkin pie. And then I have Seaside spray, and I am just going to use, I have both of them out, but I'm just going to use the light Seaside spray. And this is just to add a little bit of shading to our snow. We don't want it to just be stark white. We just want to add a little bit of shading. So I'm just adding a little bit to the corners. On the snowman here, there's a little bit of design on the stamp, which shows that the artist says that there should be a shadow there. So that's where I'm going to add a shadow. And then with my color lifter, all I'm going to do is just go over those edges, and that will soften up those Seaside spray lines and just give it more of a shadow kind of look. Now, I know that's probably not going to show up in the camera too well because it's so light, but in person, it makes such a difference. Okay, so that's all the coloring we're going to do on our snowman. So we're going to punch him out. Now, we're going to punch out his hat and his arms separately. So all I'm going to do, I just want to line up the snowman parts. We don't need to worry about anything else. We just want the snowman. So we have our cute little snowman. Set that aside. We're going to use that again. For his hat, I have some black for his hat. And then for his arms, I just have a little scrap of soft suede. We're going to get his arms out. Okay, so he is really easy to make. I wanted to add a little bit of extra texture to his hat, so I pulled out my Flowers for Every Season ribbon pack, and this is actually Misty Moonlight, but it coordinates really well with our Seaside spray. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of this, and I'm just going to wrap this around just once, just to add a little bit of extra something to his hat. You can decorate his hat anyway. There is a, hello, come on, scissors. There's a stamp in the stamp set too, so you can actually stamp that. You can color it in and then punch it out. But I just thought, you know, there's a lot going on this little project already, so we're just going to take the easy route. So you can use any twine for this. Any ribbons would be cute. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Okay, now let's build our little snowman. So I'm going to use a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus for his arms. You can use Stampin' Seal too. The plus is just what's handy. And I'm just sticking his arms behind him. You can stick them anywhere. He's so cute. All right. For his hat, just a little dot of Tombow. You can use a glue dot too. And just going to stick that on, and pick him up. Our snowman's all done. So we're going to set him aside. his hat's got to dry. We're going to set him aside. So he is on a little white circle back here, so let's work on that. I'm going to pull out, let's see, I hope I have enough. Yeah. I'm going to pull out our baby. So the baby cut and emboss, I think it's actually called the mini cut and emboss, but it's the little baby machine. This is going to be available in January, starting January 5th, but demonstrators can pre-order it now. And you can add this to your starter kit right now. If you want it to join, you can add this to your starter kit and get it right now. And it is pretty phenomenal. I absolutely love it. I've been using it all week. It's lived on my desk where it will live permanently because why not? And it fits perfectly. It folds right up. It is the best machine. So it's a great addition. So I die cut that little circle. And this is from the Layering Circles dies. This is like the third or fourth smallest one. But from the Layering Circles dies. Okay, move the plates out of the way. All right, we're going to add a little bit of texture to that. So let me get some scrap paper out and my Seaside spray ink pad out. And I'm going to pull out a new product that's coming in the next mini catalog in January. These are our blending brushes, and I'm just going to ink this up. And I've used this a few times on different colors. After I'm done, I just go rinse them out, and you never know that they were used on any other projects. They wash right off, and they're pretty amazing. I Just love them. So I'm just adding some color to the bottom of my circle, maybe about 2/3. But just going, I just want a little ombre effect, so it's a little darker on the bottom. It gets lighter as you go up. So I'll wash this off when I'm done. Color will come right out. It's fantastic. All right, I'm taking the snowflakes from that stamp set, and in that same Seaside spray ink, I'm just gonna stamp some snowflakes. Okay, now I'm gonna leave this one out because we're gonna use that again. Okay, move my scrap paper out of the way. I'm gonna do some stamping for our greeting. Let me pull this back in. So we're gonna stamp our greeting. Now I did pull in another stamp set for the greeting. There are plenty of greetings in that Snowman Season stamp set, but I wanted a slightly smaller Christmas one. So we're using the Banner Year. We're using this Christmas Wishes from Banner Year, and that is in the mini catalog right now. I don't believe that it's on the year-end sale though, because I think that it's carrying over into the annual catalog, which I'm so excited about. I love Banner Year, so I'm super excited. Okay, we're gonna cut this out, so the fact that I stamped that ridiculously crooked won't matter, thankfully. All right, so where are my snips? So we're just gonna stamp that out. I did stamp that in Rich Razzleberry. And we're just going to cut each of these words out. If you wanted them, of course, super straight, you'd want to use your paper trimmer, but I think for this, I think it's okay just to use scissors. And just cut that off. All right, move our trash out of the way. And I think we're ready to start assembling. We have all of our pieces, so let's get this all assembled, and then we'll make our special little surprise box. Okay, so we're going to stick our DSP down to our black piece, and if you wanted to, I like the pink on the top, but if you wanted the purple on the top, you could always flip it, but I like that. All right, we're going to start assembling this. Our circle is going to go onto our Label Me Lovely punch, and just make sure those snowflakes are pointed up. And then I'm going to put some adhesive just on the side of this, the side that we cut in half. And I'm just going to put that on there. Isn't that such a cute little layer? Such a cute little tag. All right, and that is going to go flat onto our card. You could pop this part up with dimensionals too. Again, this is a card that you can't mail, so, or at least not in a standard envelope, so you could go a little crazy with dimensionals if you wanted. All right, I'm going to use my Tombow adhesive to adhere my words. So we're going to do wishes and Christmas. This would make a really cute card, even if you don't want to add the little hidden hot chocolate pocket inside. You could absolutely make this a really cute card. Okay, let's grab some dimensionals for the back of our snowman. Let's see, look you guys, it's a brand new sheet. I always have trouble starting dimensionals. I don't know what it is. There's always a big debate. Do you start them in the middle? Do you start them on the edges? I know people who do them both ways. I am a middle starter. I like them out of the middle. And dimensionals are going to be my nemesis today, guys. Man, they are giving me trouble. So our little snowman goes right in the center. Isn't he cute? And then we're going to add a bow. And I've already tied this because we know the agonizing pain that could cause. So let me kind of fix that. Okay, I think I'm going to trim that tail. It's a little long. It's kind of covering up our Christmas. It's still covering up the Christmas, but that's okay. Okay, so let's add one more thing to finish it off, and I didn't get these out too, so I need to find them. We are going to add some sequins. These are the Artistry Blooms sequins. Let me see. Let me find the blue ones. So they come in a bunch of different colors. But these blue ones I thought coordinated so well with our Seaside spray. So I'm just going to add a few of these scattered all over. Isn't that cute? So cute. So we're going to add this to the card in just a minute. Let me put our sequins away, because now we're going to make the hidden surprise part. So let me get that put away. Okay. Let's move this out of the way. And so now we're going to make this little hot chocolate pocket inside here. So let's pull that in. So I have 2 pieces of Seaside spray cardstock. So the first one, the larger one, is going to be 5.5 by 8 3/4, and this is going to be the actual card part. This is going to be the front of our card. And then the other piece that I have is 4 3/4 by 7, and this is going to make the little box that goes on top. So let me get out my Simply Scored, and we'll do some scoring to get these all figured out. So on our bigger piece, this is our card piece. This is our larger piece. On the long side, we're going to score at 4 1/4 and 4 1/2. So 4 1/4 and 4 1/2. So if you were making just a regular card, you would score it at 4 1/4, and then this would only be 8.5 inches long. But I've added 1/4 of an inch, so it's 8 3/4 inch, and then we're adding another score line at 4 1/2. Okay, so that is pretty much, it's like our card base. And then for our other piece, it was 4 3/4 by 7. On the 7-inch side, we are going to score at 1/2 inch, at 3/4 of an inch, at 6 1/4, and at 6 1/2. Right? And we're going to turn it to the short side, and we're going to score it at 4 and at 4 1/4. So our box is only, well, I'm calling it a box. I think it's more of a card. I don't know. It's only 1/4 inch in depth. So our score lines are very close together. So just be careful when you're scoring. When score lines are this close, it gets a little, sometimes can get a little hairy trying to get on that exact score line. So just use your bone folder and score and fold it. The bone folder will really help out with this. Okay. So we're going to do some trimming. This is the only one we're trimming up, so let's get that out of the way. Let me grab my scissors. All right, we are going to, on the short side, down here, so we have our score lines down here in the corner. I am going to, actually, let me turn it over. I do better on the right side. We're going to cut up both of these. We're going to cut off this corner, and I mitered that a little bit. I took it in a little notch. And we're going to cut off this little edge. So we have this tiny little flap here. And I'm going to notch that even more so it's even tinier. So we have just a tiny little, it's like a 1/4 inch square, so it's tiny. I'm going to notch these in just a little bit, and that's going to help everything go together. All right, now we're going to flip it over, and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to cut up on the sides here. We're going to cut off this whole corner. So the only thing we're leaving in this corner is that tiny little 1/4 inch tab there. And you really could cut that off because it doesn't serve any function, but it does make sure there's no gap in the corners. Okay, so that is all of our trimming. So there's really not a lot to trim away. So this is what it's going to look like. So you have tiny little tabs, and then you have your 1/4 inch lines, and then the 1/2 inch lines over here are for glue. Okay, so let's set that aside for just a second. Let's bring in our actual card base here. And it just occurred to me, I do not have a piece. Let's see, this is really close together. I do not have a piece of white that I need, so I'm going to have to trim that up really quick before we continue. So this is now our card base. So this is just the size of a standard card. So closed it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but it just has a 1/4 inch fold. So let me grab a piece of white paper. We need to trim a piece really quick. Let me grab my paper trimmer. This is a piece that I added last minute, so I didn't have this one trimmed up. So 5 1/4 by 4. This is going to go on the inside, and we're going to stamp this. So let me get my scrap piece of paper out. We're going to do a little bit of stamping on this. We're going to do some snowflakes on the inside piece. And then I'm going to use a greeting from that Snowman Season stamp set. Let me move that out of the way. So let me open this up. Rich Razzleberry. Again, we're doing our greetings in Rich Razzleberry. And this is the one from the Snowman Season stamp set. And oh my goodness, let's see. Will I get this straight? Who knows? Hoping this season builds heartwarming memories. So sweet. All right, now if you wanted to do a little bit of stamping on this piece, you could also do that. Oh, one of my blocks is just sitting in my Seaside spray pad. So I'm just going to do a few snowflakes just in the corners. Those will mostly be hidden, but it does add a little bit of extra detail. All right, now before we assemble our box, we are going to put this together because we do have to do some folding on this. Let's see, did I cut that a little smaller? I did. Let me cut off 1/4 of an inch this way. Make this 3 3/4. Okay. And that will help this line up a little better in our inside our card. That is so crooked. Hello. Okay. All right, now to make it easier to get our hot chocolate out, I'm just going to take my 1 1/2 circle punch, and we're just going to punch a little notch. Okay, now comes the assembly. So on all of these 1/2 inch tabs here, you're going to take, I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus, tear tape would work, the Tombow liquid would work. So they are on the 1/2 inch tabs, these tabs, okay? And we are just going to fold this up. Now you can kind of fold it together like this to kind of get a feel for it, what it's going to kind of be like. So I'm just going to stick that down. See these little ones just kind of fold in. And you just want to make sure that those corners just kind of meet up in the corners. This isn't going to hold it real permanently. This really is just to kind of mock fit it so you can get it onto your card. So once you get it kind of put together, you're just going to fit it onto your card. It's going to line up exactly in the corners. Just set that down. Grab your bone folder. And just give that a good press on all the sides. Okay, just make sure that it's all in there. Isn't that cute? So it makes like a little book. All right, now you're gonna grab your hot cocoa and you're just gonna slide that in. It'll fit perfectly in there. And then you're just gonna stick your snowman piece right on the front. And that is it. Isn't that cute? And just like a little fun surprise. So cute. Anyway, I love it. I was so excited when I made this. I think it's so cute. I think it's really different. I don't think I've ever really seen a little kind of hot cocoa book like this. So just a fun little treat that you can hand out this year. And it's really not that difficult to make. And give it a try. All the details will be on my blog tomorrow. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Remember, if you need to order any products, please head to my online store. Use this host code when you shop. You can shop that year-end closeout sale right now. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I will be back next week for Facebook Live. And I think next week will actually be the last one of the year, because then we're headed into the week of Christmas. And I think I'm going to take that week off if I can. So, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next week for sure. If you have questions, let me know. Bye.